Greetings, people of Earth. I'm Mr. Teacher.
And I'm Answer Girl. As always, our vlog is about our geeky, nerdy pursuit of knowledge. Today, in honor of the 100th anniversary of World War I, we will join Mr. Teacher as he tours the National World War I Museum and Memorial located in Kansas City, Missouri.
The memorial, originally called the Liberty Memorial, was dedicated by President Calvin Coolidge in 1926. In 2004, the museum was designated by Congress as the nation's official World War I museum, and construction started on a new state-of-the-art museum and research center beneath the Liberty Memorial.
The Liberty Memorial was designated a National Historic Landmark in 2006, recognizing the monument as a nationally significant historic property. In 2014, President Barack Obama signed legislation recognizing the Liberty Memorial as a national memorial, which effectively redesignates the museum as the National World War I Museum and Memorial.
The Liberty Memorial was designed following the style of the Egyptian Revival architecture.
The Liberty Memorial Tower rises 217 feet above the main courtyard and 268 feet above the north lawn. The cylindrical tower is 36 feet in diameter at its base, tapering to 28 feet at the top.
Here's a view from the open-air observation deck at the top of the tower overlooking the entrance. We can also see a good view of the Kansas City skyline.
Here is Mr. Teacher descending from observation deck by walking 45 steps down and taking an elevator. At night, a flame of inspiration created by steam and lighting effects is emitted from the top of the tower and can be seen from miles away.
4 guardian spirits, each standing 40 feet tall, watch over the memorial from the top of the tower. As protectors of peace, each guardian holds a sword and is named for the virtue it represents: honor, courage, patriotism, and sacrifice.
2 Assyrian sphinxes guard the south entrance of the Liberty Memorial. Memory faces east toward the battlefields of France, shielding its eyes from the horrors of war. Future faces west, shielding its eyes from an unknown future.
Located on the east side of the Liberty Memorial Tower is Memory Hall. Memory Hall contains a portion of the Panthéon de la Guerre, a monumental French painting depicting the Allied nations of World War I. Additionally, Memory Hall houses bronze tablets listing 441 Kansas Cityans who died in World War I, and computer kiosks that provide in-depth information about the Liberty Memorial and limited-run exhibitions.
Located on the west side of the Liberty Memorial Tower, Exhibit Hall serves as the main museum gallery of the Liberty Memorial from 1926 to 2006. Today, Exhibit Hall serves as gallery space for the museum's limited-run exhibitions.
It also contains a surviving section of the Panthéon de la Guerre mural depicting the figure of victory in front of a temple of glory surrounded by thousands of French heroes.
Colorful flags of the 22 Allied nations of World War I, arranged in the order in which each country entered the conflict, line the north and south walls. The exterior of both exhibit and memory halls are decorated with mosaic tiles that depict a night sky strewn with gold stars. These gold stars represent the sacrifice of the Gold Star mothers during the Great War.
2 empty centenary urns, which traditionally contain the remains of cremated body, flank the entrance of both Memory Hall and Exhibit Hall, sculpted from limestone. Each urn is decorated with a band of laurel with emblems recognizing each of the branches of service that helped win the war: the Army and Navy, the Red Cross, agricultural and manufacturing, and transportation.
Located on the north wall, the Great Frieze measures 488 feet by 48 feet and represents the progression of mankind from war to peace. Each collected figure or grouping of figures is rich in symbolism. At each end of the frieze is a sword with the stars and stripes representing the defense of our country. The story of the frieze depicts the end of the war and the creation of an era of greater peace and amity.
The dedication wall holds the bronze bust of the 5 Allied leaders present during the site dedication on November 1st, 1921.
The main gallery is located beneath the Liberty Memorial Tower and holds the permanent exhibition, The World War, 1914 to 1919, which tells the story of the Great War and related global events from their origins before 1914 through the 1918 Armistice and 1919 Paris Peace Conference. Through original objects and documents, video, recreated trenches, and interactive tables, the main gallery shares a comprehensive history of the First World War with visitors.
Visitors enter the 32,000 square foot facility across a glass bridge above a field of 9,000 red poppies, each one representing 1,000 combative deaths. Attached to the museum is the Edward Jones Research Center and a multi-purpose conference room and classroom.
I know you've taken a lot of video of the museum. Will we see any of that footage?
Yes, we will do a part 2 episode where we let the exhibits speak for themselves with a minimum of input from us.
Mr. Teacher, I know that you're a history buff, but why put in so much money and time to remember a century-old war with no living participants?
Answer Girl, the mission of the National World War I Museum and Memorial is to inspire thought, dialogue, and learning to make the experiences of the World War I era meaningful and relevant to present and future generations.
Okay, but why should World War I be relevant to me?
Because we are still affected by the results of World War I even after 100 years. Perhaps more importantly, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
I'm convinced. You can find out more information about the National World War I Museum and Memorial at theworldwar.org.
Get ready on 3. 1, 2, 3.
To be continued.